Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Ultimate Dirt TV. Tonight on the program, it is race number 4 for the Mimi's Makings and Motions World of Thunder Racing League. It's time for the Warrior Logistics. It's the Pro Late Models Open Setups here at Kokomo. Round number 3, Brett Wheeler joined alongside Wesley Outley. And Wesley, welcome back to Kokomo, buddy. Glad we missed you. Glad you're back.
Yes, sir. Definitely always loved Kokomo Speedway. We had a wild fixed Pro Late model race to kick things off here, and now we're ready for the nightcap. Qualifying is set to get underway. My buddy out of Pennsylvania, Drake Troutman the Kid, coming off of running the Dirt Track World Championship, and now the Rocket XR1 ready to go in the number 7 to kick off qualifying here at Kokomo.
All right, drivers have 3 minutes to lay down 2 lap times. The best lap time will count. That, of course, will set the lineups for the heat races, followed by the top 3 in the heat races going straight through to the 65-lap A main event. Everybody else, fourth on back, will be seated into a D, C, and a B main. Then, of course, to wrap up the show, 65 laps around Kokomo. Logan Rumsey with a 12.790 on his opening lap. Drake Troutman in caliber 7. We'll see where he stands here on the clock. He goes to position number 8 as Evan C. He's now just making his way out onto the racetrack in car 35.
And right now, Tyler Ducharme at the top of the board. There goes the Chesney, South Carolina driver. Jordan Mitchell here ready now. We'll see what he can do in the 75 machine. All these drivers ready to go for 71 for qualifying. Tyler Ducharme at the top of the board. Logan Rumsey, Austin Good, Dustin Hall, Ethan Toder, the top 5 right now. Ryan Underwood sneaking in there. He'll go number 4 in qualifying. And we are rocking and rolling. Less than 90 seconds remaining qualifying. William Yeager on the track right now in the 48 machine. Right now 6th on the board. Look at how fast we knock out 53 cars in qualifying. They're rocking and rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. Hayden Carwell, good to see him back here with the World of Thunder Racing League. The first time we seen him was with the UMP Modifieds, the Grace Productions UMP Modifieds earlier on. As lap number 1 coming out for the Slick Sim Sports number 7 driver, Hayden Cardwell. We'll see where he can go. Evan C, 44th quick at the moment. Hayden Cardwell, quick time with a 12.515.
What a lap there for Cardwell, and there is Mr. Moneybags out of Asheville, New York, Blake Majulis. He's ready to go for Team D1RT. We'll see what he can do. He's right now 3rd, last lap. Blake Cannon now moving to the number 2 spot. Here comes Cole Cabry.
Yeah, Cole Cabry in that number 12 with a 71 machine for Swindell's speed lap. He goes 9th quick with a 12.737. As there is Ryan Underwood, the VLR. Newton Cattle Farms, TAC 3 Defense, 46 machine, 10th quick. 40, make that 50 cars have officially taken lap time here at Kokomo. And Hayden Cardwell comes out in the number one spot as the checkered flag just about to be thrown here. What about the top 5 there? Hayden Cardwell, Blake Cannon, Zach McSwain, Blake Majulis, and Tyler Ducharme. Let's quickly take a look at those qualifying results before we take a look at the starting grid for heat race number 1. Hayden Cardwell, 5 heat races on the program. Hayden Cardwell, Blake Cannon, Zach McSwain, Blake Majulis, and Tyler Ducharme will all earn pole position in the opening of 5 heat races here tonight. Heat race number 1, let's take a look at your starting grid.
Hayden Cardwell, the fast qualifier on the pole in the 07, 12.515. Blake Murray from the Carolinas, the 79, row number 1. He'll start 2nd.
Row number 2 inside, it'll be the 48 of William Yeager, and he's outside for D1RT, Jerry Flippo, car number 13.
From Pennsylvania, Jordan Mitchell in the number 5 machine. He'll start 5th. And starting 6th, Jesse Wall from the Carolinas, the number 2.
Rolling off out of position 7 in car number 7, that's Drake Troutman on his outside from New York. In car number 17 out of position 8, it's not Old McDonald, but it's Brandon McDonald.
From Rev Addiction Racing, the 195, Preston Rigsby, he'll start 9th. From Mid-South Dirt Slingers, Brennan Weeks 10th in the 22. And in the back, Devin Cardwell, no relation to Hayden Cardwell, in the 70. He will start 11th.
All right, well, we'll see if Devin Cardwell makes the grid here for the opening heat race of the night. Again, 5 heat races on the program, 8 laps of distance, the top 3 all getting put into the main event for the 5 heats. So that'll lock in 15 drivers, and of course we'll have a 10-lap D main, a 12-lap C main, where we take those top 4, and we'll more than likely have we will have a 14-lap B main. It's just a matter of whether we take 5, 7, or 9 to make a 20, 22, or 24 car field. I would imagine it would be a 24 car field, considering that this is the Warrior Logistics Pro Late Models Open Setups here. This is round number 3 of the season, number 11 with the World of Thunder Racing League. Davin Cardwell does make the call, so Wesley, all 11 cars making the grid. You've got a Cardwell up front and you've got a Cardwell at the back.
Yes, sir. And again, another thing to think about as well, the new format. A lot of people loving the new format here for the Mimi's Makings in Motion World of Thunder. You actually race through the alphabet soup. You go through the D main, you make the D main, transfer them to the C main, you go through the C, you go to the B will put you in the A. So again, you want to be in one of the top 3 positions at the end of these 5 heat races, because for 15 drivers, they can easily rest, relax, and prepare for the A main, while everyone else has to go through a logging mental virtual ride to try to go to the show.
Absolutely. Here we go, heat race number 1. The Warrior Logistics Pro Late Models here at Kokomo, round number 3, season 11 for the World of Thunder Racing League. We are green. Hayden Cardwell, Blake Murray lead us down into turn number 1 and 2. Hayden Cardwell gets the jump on Murray, but now Murray going to fight back up on the inside, down the back stretch. Your race for the lead down into 3 and 4. Well, the right side, 11 Ironman's coming out from Blake Murray. He will lead lap number 1, and you know Cardwell ain't going to take too nicely to that one.
Yeah, he gave a little door slam there, and look at this man through the middle out of nowhere. Look at William Yeager. Jerry Flippo actually in the 16, a pound of opportunity on the outside lane to battle there. Hayden Cardwell on the defensive. 3 wide, threading the needle. Are you kidding me? Jerry Flippo, where did he come from? Wow.
Well, he was shot out of a cannon right now on the top side of the racetrack. Cardwell back to the inside. He stays low down through 1 and 2. Flippo's got the D1RT number 13 working a treat on the top. Through the middle of 3 and 4, Cardwell slides up. He just up the racetrack. Blake Murray leads at the halfway stage of this. Remember, top 3 to the main event. William Yeager on the outside looking in. Cardwell slider. Flippo with a crisscross out of turn number 2 into 3 and 4. Cardwell with a slider again on Flippo.
Blake Murray, the man out in front. He leads the white card, the 79. There's Jerry Flippo, and there's contact with him and Cardwell. They get together. He spins in the middle of the pack. It goes around. There is no caution. We still stay green. 2 to run. Blake Murray out in front.
3 wide for the final transfer spot. Wall on the inside of Mitchell, and Cardwell was working the top side. He was just hanging back just a little bit. 1 to go here in heat race number 1. You race for 2nd and 3rd. Yeager and Cardwell. Yeager protects the bottom side. Cardwell hits the inside U-tie. That may open up the door for Jordan Mitchell. 3 and 4. Final time. Blake Murray wins heat number 1. Yeager home in 2nd. 3rd is Hayden Cardwell. It was 3 wide across the start-finish line for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Jesse Wall unofficially home in 4th. Davin Cardwell in 5th. And Jordan Mitchell going to be sent to one of the preliminary races home in position number 6. Let's take a look at those results just to confirm. Blake Murray, your winner. William Yeager, Hayden Cardwell. Those 3 drivers all going to the main event. Wall, Davin Cardwell, Jordan Mitchell, Troutman, Rigsby, Weeks, McDonald's, and Flippo. He's going to be one to watch coming from the D-Main, Wesley.
What a show they put on for sure. And when it is all said and done, Blake Murray will be the man on the pole later tonight. We're ready to go for heat number 2. It's another 11 cars. Top 3 transfer. Blake Cannon from Georgia. He's on the pole. To the outside, Logan Rumsey from Pennsylvania. Row 1, 44 and 41.
The 331 of Dustin Hall for Slick Sim Sports will start position number 3 on his outside. Baby Barry, he's going to go ham tonight. He's already got a podium for Sorensen Racing in the 45. It's Hagen Sorensen.
Yeah, let's see what Ham can do. Mitch Stiles will start 5th in the 54 for BDR Racing. Nick Baum in the 99. He'll start 6th, row 3.
Row number 4 inside, position 7 for D1RT Racing, the ML Performance entry. It's the 41 of Matthew Logan on his outside in the 93 Z Machine from Indiana. That'll be Zane Yost, position 8.
Insane Zane Yost. We'll see what he can do there in the number 3. Dalton DeRosa in the 097 starts 9th. Raymond Berna is 10th in the 51, and Pete Kiley will tag the back in the 11th position in car number 31. So here we go. I think one car unable to respond is... Yeah.
2 cars unable to
What
make
is-
the call. Unable to make the call. Wesley, Zane Yost, and Pete
Yeah.
Colley. So
Oh, man.
9 cars in heat number 2.
Ready to come to green. Here we go. 3 will transfer. On the jump, it's Blake Cannon on the inside. Here comes on the bottom. Dustin Hall through the middle again. Here comes Hagen Sorensen. He'll follow him. Logan Rumsey will go out to the top spot. Driving the car that looks like Turbo Tyler Erb's number 1 machine. And he is the man in the lead. Logan Rumsey, Blake Cannon battling back on the outside, going around Sorensen as well. Dustin Hall on the bottom, and we're 4 wide for the lead, almost out of turn 4.
Here comes Sorensen, Cannon on the top side. Slide job by Dustin Hall on Cannon. Oh, look at Cannon split him. It's exactly what Jerry Flippo done in the opening heat race of the night. But Sorensen now looking on the inside, looking for the lead. Cannon's going to have it at the start-finish line by half for Carlick. Then 3 wide down into turn number 1 and 2 again. Sorensen to the lead, but here comes Cannon back into the outside.
Cannon on the outside. He'll slither back down to the inside. As here comes the outside lane now, beginning to brew with Ham, Hagen, Sorensen now battling along with Canning. And also the other driver of Blake Cannon, Dustin Hall, Logan Sorensen. They're trying to catch Rumsey. Hall gets a little loose. He'll spin all 4. A couple of cars tangle in the back with him. Nonetheless, will stay green. Pit Collie goes out of the race. And Logan Rumsey, the man out in front, over Sorensen. But here comes Blake Cannon on the bottom. DeRosa on the outside. That's battling also Nick Baum in the battle.
Yeah, Cannon sliding up in front of Nick Baum. Nick Baum just gets into the back and does not lift. Oh boy, race control are going to be very busy in heat number 2. The white flag is out. This driver that wins this one will start on the outside of the front row for tonight's 65-lap main event. And take a look at the number 1 machine into turn number 3 and 4. Logan Rumsey will win. Heat number 2, Hagen Sorensen home in 2nd. And Nick Baum unofficially going to come home in 3rd. Boy, oh boy, tempers are already starting to flare here tonight, Wesley.
Man, what a shot to Blake Cannon. Blake Cannon having to finish this race in the 8th position after Nick Baum doing everything he can to transfer into that final spot. A little intense racing there virtually on heat number 2. Here's a look at the results for the Warrior Logistics Pro Late Models Open Series here for the Mimi's Makings in Motion World of Thunder. Rumsey, Sorensen, Baum, they advance to the feature. Everyone else will go to either the D, the C, the B main lineup.
All right, heat race number 3. Let's go trackside. Take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
So Zach McSwain will be on the pole in the 25 from the Carolinas to the outside. Alston Good from Virginia, the number 15. He'll start 2nd.
Mitchell Farmer in the 24 will start position number 3. Nick Cooper for D1RT Racing in car number 35 will start position 4.
And row number 3, Tyler Schaefer in the 56. Mason Lobb for Slam Sim Sports in the 28, row 3.
Cade Lowdy, the 126, will start position 7. Austin Coates in the 119 out of position number 8.
And the final row, we'll find Bobby Hantz in the number 8 machine. From Knob Knobster, Missouri to the outside, it is Alex Robinson from Goon Squad in the 47. There you go. 10 cars, top 3 transfer. Everyone else going through the alphabet soup. We're ready to come to the green flag. Hello to Patricia Payne, Jennifer Lance Loomis, also Ken Wormworth voting for Cardwell. We're ready to go. Green flag, and we are starting things here this time by with McSwain and Good on the front row. 3 drivers battle. Here they come out of turn 4. We're underway. Heat 3, green.
And McSwain straight to the top side. Look at Austin Good working the bottom of the racetrack now. As here comes Nick Cooper. Sent it in the super late model. He was really ripping the top side in his heat race for the Mimi's Makings in Motion super late model just a few moments ago. McSwain continues to lead from Austin Good. Here comes Cooper. Man, he's got that 35 hooked up on the top side, going the longest route possible. Man, you carry so much more speed and momentum. So trying to minimize those mistakes on the top side can be very hard because that concrete wall can really suck you in.
Yeah, making it work is going to be Zach McSwain up on the top side. A 3-wide battle there for a moment with Cooper Good and Farmer. Lobb in the battle as well. On the inside, there you see Tyler Schaefer. And 3 going to the show. There is the man in 3rd, Good. And now Nick Cooper out of Waterloo, New York will get to Zach McSwain. Will he pass him? That's another thing. And here comes now Austin Good trying to battle Cooper for 2nd. That battle, a slide job. Wits continue. As here comes now Cooper changing his lane off 4 to run down McSwain. We're halfway.
Yeah, 5 down, 3 to run that time. Bypass the start finish line. Cooper led momentarily for a split second down into turn number 1 and 2 by running the bottom side of the racetrack. Coming in to lap traffic right now. Tyler Shaver, the 56. He just pulls to the inside, lets the leaders go. Wide challenge for the leaders. Cooper again on McSwain, but McSwain keeps the foot in the bucket up on the top side to the middle of turn number 3 and 4. 1 lap to go, Wesley. Heat number 3.
One more lap to go. Zach McSwain out in front, but here comes good on the inside. Nick Cooper trying everything he can to try to close in. He can't catch him. Well, will he? Well, he turns each other up the racetrack. Cooper gets into McSwain. It's going to be the man out of Waterloo, New York, with a bonsai move working for him in turn 4. And man, McSwain can't even cross the finish line. Nick Cooper wins. Austin Good, Mason Lobb. No, Zach McSwain out. He couldn't get the top 3. Oh my goodness, what a finish of heat number 3.
Wow. I'm absolutely baffled at what I just witnessed Nick Cooper do there in turn number 3 and 4. Heat number 3 results coming up on your screen. Cooper officially wins that one. Austin Good home in second. Mason Lobb in third. Cade Lowdy, Bobby Hons in 4th and 5th. Mitchell Farmer, Austin Coates, Alex Robinson, who put the microphone down after the UMP modifieds. He's gotten his pro late model ready. He comes home 8th. Zach McSwain 9th. And Tyler Schaefer rounding out the top 10. The penultimate heat race coming up. Let's go trackside. Take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
And remember, those drivers for 4th on back have to go through the Alphabet Soup. We're ready to go. What a stacked heat here in heat number 4. Blake Majulis, Mr. Moneybags. He's on the pole from Asheville, New York for Team D1RT from New York. And on the front, outside the front row from Tampa, Florida, Cole Cabry in the 71.
Rolling off out of position 3 in car 35. In fact, for Victory Lane Racing, it is Evan C. on his outside. The 36 of Alex Payne, position 4.
Miles Jansen will start 5th in the 67 to the outside. Richie Yost in the 29 from Indiana.
Mark Nichols in car number 30 will start position 7 in the 32 of Kevin Williamson out of position number 8.
And the final starter will be Eric York in the 89. 9th, Dylan Gibbs from New York in the final row. He'll start on the outside in the number 6 car. There's your top 10, top 3 transfer again. Yeah. Rocking and rolling here at Kokomo, Virtual, Indiana.
Yeah, Richie Yost unable to make the call after laying down a qualifying time, so he's going to be automatically put into the back of the D main later on tonight. Again, this is heat race number 4 of 5, so just one more heat race to come after this one. And then it is Alphabet Soup time. Who can run the gauntlet here at Kokomo? Who can go balls to the wall? Green flag is out. Blake Majulis and Cole Cabry lead us off into turn number 1 and 2. Payne works to the middle of the racetrack. Evan C now ducking down low on the inside of Cabry. Payne back to the outside on Evan C. But Evan C very good at running the bottom side.
And here they come into turn 4, opening laps. And Blake Majulis will lead. Cabry on the outside lane as well. They're battling with Evan C. That battle goes on into the corner. That's for the top 3. Blake Majulis in his own world out in front. Here they come to the line. Opening laps.
Now Blake Majulis is still working on the top side of the racetrack. C good down into turn number 1 and 2. Works the bottom once again. Cabry to the middle now. In 3 and 4 side by side. It's going to be Cabry who holds on to second and closing in on Blake Majulis. But man, Evan C really gets that 35 just glued to the bottom side. And Paul and Alex Payne can do nothing but watch this great battle in front of him for second and third as C now once again continues to work low. Shortest route possible here at the Virtual Kokomo, this time by 3 to go.
And here comes the 35. Normally he's in the 33 of Evan C. He's battling with Cole Cabry for that spot. He'll finally clear him for second. Cabry will fall back to third. The Swindell Speed Lab Esports entry 71. Now he'll change up his lanes and trying to go for a 2-for-1 special, if you will. 2 to run. Majulis leads him back to 1.
Side by side, C, the left front just catches the inside U-side, checks him up just a little bit, and that gives probably the break that Blake Majulis needed at the stripe. White flag is out, 1 to run for Blake Majulis. Can he hold on? C gets back to his inside, but Majulis has got too much speed and momentum on the top side of the racetrack. C with a slide job down into turn number 3 and 4. Majulis with a crisscross, and Majulis! Oh, Blake Majulis wins an absolute thriller in heat race number 4. Evan C home in second. Cole Cabry in the 71 will grab third. and he will go straight through to the main event. And just to confirm, at the .222, Evan C loses to Blake Majulis. Majulis wins, C second, Cabry third, Payne fourth, Williamson rounds out the top 5, Jansen, York, Gibbs and Snickles, the 9 cars. Our 5th and final heat race of the night. Let's go trackside and take a look at how they line up here with your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
And what a move and a crossover to pick him off there. Blake Majulis, heat number 4. Final heat, ready to go. Tyler Ducharme at one time at the top of the board in qualifying. He'll now start 5th in heat race number 5 on the pole. And to the outside, Ryan Underwood of the 46 for Team VLR. Row number 1, we're ready to go.
Yeah, row 2 inside for Newton Cattle Farms race, and the 23 of Ethan Toner to his outside, the 05 of Thomas Suttles, position 4.
Adam Hommerding in the 42 will start 5th in the row 3, followed by Winchester, Virginia, Chase Hardy in the number 18. He's 6th.
Ashton Briggs in the Slam Sim Sports number 11 rolls off position 7. And Clayton Rigsby, I believe it is, in the 10, lining up out of position 8.
And the final row will find Peter Gonatis in the 00, 9th and 10th. Carter Barterby in the 52 from the Lone Star State, Texas. As your top 10. As looks like a couple of drivers unable to ring the bell. 2 to be exact. Hommerding and Catterby not in the field. They'll tag the back of the D main. Coming up here next is right now. Here we go for heat number 5. Top 3 transfer. Ducharme and Underwood. Bring them to green. Brad off of turn 4 here at Kokomo, USA.
Ducharme got the near up. Got the new number on that 77 machine. Normally, he used to drive a 9. But now got the 77 on the Pro Late Models. Look at Ryan Underwood looking in the middle of the racetrack out at turn number 4. You race up the 4 for the lead between Ducharme and Ryan Underwood. Ducharme has it. Keep an eye on Ethan Toder as well. But here comes Ryan Underwood powering that 46 machine to the top side of the racetrack and potentially to the race lead.
And here they come. Opening laps give it to Ryan Underwood, the man on the outside lane, trying to make something work, but Ducharme still staying there on the bottom, making it stay to the number 1 position. Underwood trying everything he can to stay on the top shelf up in the Angels Expressway, where there you see him running in the corner. He'll send it off the corner, but still can't get Ducharme yet. They're going to come to halfway this time by Underwood with another shot off turn 4 to the bottom a little bit.
Yeah, the middle is good in turn number 3 and 4, but the bottom just a little bit better right now. Underwood, the right rear quarterback, really making friends with the concrete wall. You see Underwood closing in on Tyler Ducharme, down into turn number 3. Ducharme is good down to the bottom side of turn number 1 and 2, but here comes Underwood again. You see that 77 machine. He reels him in so quickly. Slide job down into 3 and 4. They make a little contact, and Ryan Underwood with the tip of the green. 2 to run. He has the race lead.
Just a little contact there. That allowed Ducharme to battle back on the inside, but Ryan Underwood possibly with the momentum. He'll cross over one more time like he did the last time with no contact this time around. They'll come to the line. Ducharme with the crossover again. 1 lap to go here in heat number 5. Ducharme at the bottom. Ryan Underwood for the 3rd time. The trifecta. Can he pull it off? Here he comes. Down to the inside. Can he get there? They make contact. They spin each other out of nowhere. Checkered flag. I think Ethan Toder won it. I think Toder got him. We'll find out at the line. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. How close was that? Our 5th and final heat race of the night. And the win goes to Tyler Ducharme. 87 1,000ths of a second. Toder grabs 2nd. Ryan Underwood just holds on for a 3rd. Suttles, Briggs, Hardy, they're going to the preliminary mains. Rigsby, Ganatis as well. The D main up next. 10 laps will be the distance, and the top 4 are gonna go through. We'll take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
And put a closing chapter on heat number 5, 22 thousandths of a second. That's how close the topside car Ducharme come or Toder, Ethan Toder come to pulling the upset in heat number 5. But nonetheless, they're in the show. Top 3 transferred. Here we go with the D main. The top 4 will move into the C main. Dylan Gibbs on the pole in the 6, and Peter Gonitz is the 0001.
Brennan Weeks and Mitch Stiles in row number 2.
Dak McSwain and Mark Shingles in row number 3.
Row 4, Adam Hommerding and Brandon McDonald.
Dane Yost in the 3. He'll start 9th. Taylor Schaefer 10th and 56.
Richie Yost and Carter Batterby in 11th and 12th.
And Jerry Flippo the 16, along with Petey Kiley in the 31. And also, that's the lineup here, so we'll see.
6 cars did not make the call, so 8 cars on the racetrack, top 4, so half of this field on the racetrack at the moment, Wesley. Well, they're going to go through to the main event here. And they're going to go through to the C main. So they've still
That's
got a lot of
right.
racing to do. Yep.
Top 4 go to the C main. These are the drivers that will have to try to advance through the alphabet soup format. Here they come at a turn 4, ready to come to a start. It's Gibbs on the gas. He'll go first. Gibbs will pull away here. Again, Warrior Logistics Open Series for the Pro Late models. Now the main event for the Memories Makings in Motion World of Thunder Ride Racing League Sunday Thunder on Ultimate Dirt TV. Off the opening go, it's going to be Gibbs leading. And you got McSwain, Gonatis, Flippo, and we got him tangling up in the back. We got him spinning, grinning, still staying green. New leader, Flippo in 16, and now there's a caution flag.
Yeah, that all started now with Gonatis just getting into the side of McSwain, and I think it's safe to say McSwain not making any friends on the racetrack. Just watch here, take a look at the Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. There's the 18 of Gonatis getting into the side of Gonatis getting into the side of McSwain, and that forces Gibbs to go around. So again, just watch the contact here from the inside. Just watch that 18, or we'll slow it right down here. Down into 3. Look at them, 3 wide. I mean, there was never going to happen just there. 4 wide there. And poor old Gibbs, Dylan Gibbs, was leading this race, and now he's going to be stuck at the back of the field. And how about Joe Flippo? He was scheduled to start position 13, but with cars not gridding, he moved up a number of rows, and now after just a couple of laps, he has the race lead.
And mind you, he is driving the same way he did in his heat race, man. He is making some crazy moves to get to the front. Keep an eye on him in the yellow 13 car. Ready to go back to the firebox out of turn 4. Green going back in the air here at Kokomo. And on the jump again, it's Flippo. Schaefer on the inside. McDonald now in the show along with Brendan Weeks. They're going to change it up. We're back underway in 3.
Yeah, just 4 laps left to run here in the D main. Again, all alphabet soup racing from here on out. If there's one guy that can go the distance, I would not put it past the 13 of Jerry Flippo. Weeks to the outside of McDonald. Now here comes McSwain. Looking now at potentially a 3 wide battle. No, just goes out to 2 wide. 3 wide for a moment down into 1 and 2. McSwain slides up in front of Weeks. Weeks back to the middle of the racetrack, and look at McDonald working down low. 3 wide once again into 3 and 4. McSwain going to move into position 3. And now the battle really starts to heat up here between Brennan Weeks and Brandon McDonald.
And here they come, the laps winding down with Jerry Flippo out in front. That battle continues for the transfer spot with Weeks. McDonald, Shinnell's trying to get in there. White flag in the air, 1 more lap to go. Flippo leads. The battle is for the transfer. Now 3-4 cars.
Man, oh man, it's really heating up there as we come off turn 4. Jerry Flippo wins. Look at him, 2 and 3 wide off turn number 4 for the final transfer spot. Schaefer going to come home second. McSwain third. And Brandon McDonald, ladies and gentlemen, he's going to the C main. Everybody else from 5th on back. Mark Schnickels, Brennan Weeks, Peter Gonatis, and Dylan Gibbs. Those drivers, well, they might as well pack it up, put the cars in the trailer, and get set for week number 4 next week. Let's take a look at those D-main results for you. Jerry Flippo wins. He goes to the C. Tyler Schaefer in 2nd. Zach McSwain 3rd. And Brandon McDonald in the 4th and final transfer position. C-main cars making their way onto the speedway right now. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid.
Okay, so here's the thing now. We have the C main, the drivers 4 from the D main will now transfer to the guys in the back. Here we go. The top 4 go to the B main next. Mitchell Farmer on the pole in the number 24 to the outside. Miles Jansen, the 67. It will be 12 laps, top 4 transfer.
Chase Hardy will start position number 3 to his outside in the 7. Out of position 4, that's Drake Troutman.
Raymond Berna in the 51 is 5th. Austin Coates, the 119. He'll start 6th, row 3.
Eric York out of position 7, the 89. Clayton Rigsby, the 10, out of position 8, row 4.
In position number 9, Preston Rigsby, the 195 for Rev Addiction to the outside. George's Blake Cannon, the 44. Mired in the back, normally not in this precarious position. We'll see what he can do to alleviate that. He'll start 10th, row 5.
Out of position number 11, he had the microphone in his hands. Now he's got the steering wheel. Alex Robinson will start 11th. Jerry Flippo, the D-main winner, will start position 12.
And along with Jerry Flippo, the winner of the D-main, it'll be Tyler Schaefer in the 56, Zach McSwain in 25, and Brandon McDonald 17. Those 4 cars from the D-main transfer to the B-main. We're ready to go. 1 to go indication this time by. It'll be 12 laps, top 4 transfer to the B-main. That'll be 14 laps, and then we'll take the top 9 from there, I believe, to set the 24-car field here at Kokomo.
Take a look at Cannon, Flippo, McSwain. How far can they get through this field? They've got 12 laps to do it. Let's see what happens. If there's a yellow, we'll lose 3 laps of green flag action. And speaking of the green flag, it's wavering from bar to the R Racing flag when we're underway here in tonight's C-Main. It's going to be Mitchell Farmer leading the Newton Cattle Farms 116 entry of Chase Hardy. Jansen works at the top side. Troutman stuck in the wall. They're 2 and 3 wide. Look out, we got cars contact. Out on the front straight away, we're staying green.
And also notice that earlier, the race at Kokomo for the fixed Pro Late Model series for DirtFan.com, that was in daylight. This is nighttime now, and we're watching these guys totally racing different than what they were. Mitchell Farmer out in front, but look at this battle for the transfer spot. It is hot and heavy and heated, with Drake Troutman having it in the 7 car. And then in the back, Blake Cannon, Raymond Berna, Miles Jansen, all in this mix. Still a lot of racing left to go. Troutman making some daring moves on Cannon to stay in the transfer spot in 3.
Yeah, here comes McSwain, and look at Jerry Flippo doing what Jerry Flippo does best and just rolls the bottom side down into turn number 1 and 2, 3, 1, 4, 1 down the back straightaway. Oh, man. Oh, hell yeah, we're on for a treat.
Wow, 4 wide a moment ago. Troutman now sending it in the middle lane. He'll clear Cannon and McSwain. Can't get there off 2, losing that momentum. Cannon now on the top shelf for Grandma hides the cookies. And there comes now Troutman slamming it in there with him. Well, that goes on. Flippo battles with McSwain for the transfer spot. That goes on to the backstretch. We're halfway home, by the way, as well.
Yeah, now past the halfway stage of this C-Main. 7 in the books, 5 to run. You're watching Flippo and McSwain duking it out for the final transfer position. Troutman nearly classy inside U-tire. Down into turn number 1 and 2. McSwain powering to the middle of the racetrack. Blake Cannon, he is far from done. Chase Hardy having some issues there out of turn number 4 as Austin Coates gets by him now. And now this brings Chase Hardy into what could be a 3-car battle right now with McSwain and Jerry Flipper nearly making a 4 and 5-car battle as here comes Blake Cannon, the 44.
Trying to come back and return the favor, if you will, as they work their way in the corner. We got trouble. Car is spinning down to the bottom of the apron. Still no caution. We're staying green. We're staying green. We're staying green. Flippo now still in the transfer spot. Troutman wants it. He's in the fence out of 4.
He just stayed. He kept the foot in the bucket and just tried to wall right through turn number 3 and 4. Flippo now that he's inside. They battle for positions 5 and 6. Blake Cannon right now sitting on the bubble. Zach McSwain looking to run the alphabet soup from the D to the C to the B. White flag, final time into turn number 3. Your winner is Mitchell Farmer in car number 17. Oh man, Zach McSwain with an daring slider in 3 and 4, the final lap. There was probably no need to do it, but he comes home second. Austin Coates not happy with it. He's going to still grab a 3rd spot, and Blake Cannon going to come home 4th position in that C-Main results. There it is. Farmer, McSwain, Coates, and Cannon, your top 4. Paul, Jerry Flippo, Drake Troutman, Rigsby, Hardy, Schaefer, Rigsby again, McDonald, Robinson, Jansen, Berner, York. Well, they can all pack it up from 5th on back.
Yeah, what a shame. And again, for Jerry Flippo and Drake Troutman, what a battle they put on for the ages. One of the best C-Mains I think I've ever seen. But when it's said and done, those 4 drivers we just mentioned traveling to the back of the C-Main, and now they go to the 14-lap B-Main. We're going to take the top 7 to the A-Main feature. 22 stars will start this race, 22 cars. And on the pole, Jesse Wall in the 2 to the outside, Dalton Jarosa in the 097, row 1.
Cade Lowdy, the 126, will start position 3. Alex Payne in car 70 will start position 4, row 2.
Thomas Suttles in the 05, and Devin Cardwell, the 70, will make up row number 3.
Dustin Hall for Slick Sim Sports, 331 will start position 7. Bobby Hans in position number 8, car 8.
Kevin Williamson, the 32, 9th. Ashton Briggs, 10th. The field begins to roll. He's in the 11, row 5.
The 13 of Jordan Mitchell, position number 11. Matthew Logan, the 41 for D1RT, position 12, row 6.
Row number 7, and by the way, these are the drivers that transferred in from the C-Main just a moment ago. Mitchell Farmer in the 24, Zach McSwain in the 25. Then it's going to be Austin Coates in the 119, and Blake Cannon shotgun on the field in the 44 from Georgia. And you know, Brett, Blake Cannon normally is not in that precarious position.
No, definitely not. Normally you see him already locked into the main event, but now having to do it the hard way, sitting in position number 14, I think it was. He is now, or 15, He's now going to finish top 7. Oh, one car in third position. I believe that might have been Cade Loudy, who got an absolute horrific start. 3 wide into turn number 1 and 2. DeRosa on the outside of Payne. Payne was in the middle in the number 70 machine. And Loudy backed his inside. They race side by side. There's some contact in the mid-pack. And look at them, 4 and 5 wide. It's nearly 6 wide in the back.
Wow, look at Kokomo. It does not disappoint. 4 wide. 4 wide. Car in the way, the 71. He'll move him. And they're still 4 wide. Are you kidding me? Almost 4 wide a whole lap around the racetrack. And it still goes on into turn number 1 and 2. What a hell of a show here at Kokomo in the B-Main.
Wow, Kokomo really starting to produce the goods here in the preliminary mains. What has the 65-lap main event got in store for us? Yeah, they are really not disappointing here. McSwain starting to come through the field. Thomas Suttles now in the 05 machine. He's the car on the bubble. Davin Caldwell starting to roll the bottom nicely as well, sitting back there in 5th position. Man, oh man, Thomas Suttles, don't look now because here comes Zach McSwain. He's at his Weet-Bix points and he's rolling the top.
And that's the man that had to go through the alphabet soup as well. He's getting it done. We got some contact there. 4 wide again on the restart. Into the corner, going around. Hold on to it, buddy. And they will. Blake Cannon also starting to show amounts of momentum. The top 7, we got one just literally flipping upside down. Cannon just got some damage in the car as well, and we are problems for Dalton DeRosa in a big wreck there. Just simply was in it, then spun and flipped. Wow.
Well, let's take a look here at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay, see what happened. Oh, Cade Loudy just gets into the right rear, or the right side of that spoiler. He's facing the wrong way. Dustin Hall just missing it. Zach McSwain nowhere to go. And look at that airtime in the 25 machine. Man, he really got some air. Paul DeRosa. He was sitting inside of a transfer position as well. And now, unfortunately, he's going to be done for tonight. He's out of the B main. And don't forget, Wesley, we're still going to take the top 7 from this B main and put them into the back of the main event field in a 22-car A main field with 65 laps around Kokomo.
That's right. We'll try this again here. Man, what an awesome, exciting B main. We're taking 7 to join the 22-car field for the feature here tonight at Kokomo. 65-lap feature. And some wild alphabet soup racing. Phenomenal one. Probably the C main will take the cake. But this B main, they've been running 4 and 5 wide several times over. We're back at it again. Green flag. Jesse Wall on the restart. He'll get the whole shot, but closing in is also Alex Payne, Devin Cardwell, Cade Loudy also in this battle now as they work their way out of 3 and 4.
Oh, Devin Cardwell, the 70 car on the inside, just got a little tight on the inside of the 126 of Cade Loudy. Alex Payne, the 70 machine, so a couple of 70s out there running inside the top 3. You race into turn number 3 for the lead. Jesse Wall, the 2, holds on to the number 1 position. Payne, what can he do here in the final couple of laps of this B main? Remember, top 7 go through. Cardwell, the left front. He jumps up over the inside. Here comes Cannon on the outside. 3 wide down into turn number 3 and 4. And this is for the transfer spot.
And it's also on the white flag as well. Let's watch this with Dustin Hall now getting Cannon back in that spot as they work their way into the corner of the back straightaway. Final time. Cannon will send it up the top shelf out of 4. Battle. Jesse Hall wins. Here they come across the line. It's going to be Cannon in. Mitchell, the final transfer spot. Mitchell couldn't get there. Blake Cannon slithers and takes 7th. Wow. What a job.
Wow, way. Man, give us this kind of preliminary racing all night long, but I'm now looking forward to what we've got in store. The final race of the night. Let's take a look at those unofficial results. We've only got a minute warm-up, so we're going through. Jesse Wall, your winner, just shy of 2 almost 2/10 of a second of Alex Payne in second. Cade Loudy in the 126 home in third. Davin Cardwell 4th. Mitchell Farmer rounds out the top 5. Dustin Hall in 6th. 7th goes to Blake Cannon. Jordan Mitchell misses out. Have a look. Half a 10. 51 thousandths of a second separate 6th, 7th, and 8th. You cannot get much closer than that.
Wow. That's all I can say. Wow.
20 seconds left of this practice session. Of course, I want to thank Warrior Logistics and, of course, Mimi's Makings and Motions, presenting the World of Thunder Racing League. This is season number 11. It's all late models and modifieds here on this Sunday evening, and for the next, after tonight, next 7 weeks as well. So just a little bit, about 2 months worth of racing still to come here on this Sunday night. Of course, a big thanks to World of Thunder Racing League and, of course, Rocket Racing Setups as well for their support here on Ultimate Dirt TV. Of course, now it is time for our main event. It's time to take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. And I'll tell you what, let's go from the back to the front.
This race will be 65 laps, ready to go for round number 3 of the Warrior Logistics Open Pro Late Model Series for the World of Thunder. Starting 22nd, Blake Cannon, 44. Dustin Hall, the 331. He'll start 21st.
Mitchell Farmer will start position number 20. Devin Cowbell, the 70, will start 19.
Starting 18th, Cade Lally, the 126. Starting 17th, Alex Payne, the 36. Row number 9.
Row 8 will be the 2 of Jesse Wall, position 16 on his inside, transferring from the heat race. The 46 of Ryan Underwood, position 15.
Starting 14th from Florida, Cole Cabreen, the 71. 13th, Mason Lobb, Slam Sim Sports 28, row 7.
Row number 6 on the 10 car will be Nick Baum, position number 12 on his inside. Hayden Caldwell, position number 11.
Now your top 10. Starting 10th, Ethan Toder from Kentucky, the 23. Starting 9th, Victory Lane Racing, entry number 33 from South Carolina, Evan C.
Then we go back to row 4. Austin Good will start position 8. Hagen Sorensen, position number 7.
Row number 3, William Fager from New Jersey, the 48. Starting 5th, Tyler Ducharme, the 025 from New England.
The money man Blake Majolis will start position 4. Nick Cooper lining up at a position number 3.
Another driver, a couple of New York natives on the outside of the front row. Row number 2, Blake Majolis from Asheville, New York, the 127. Again, as you mentioned, Nick Cooper. And then it is going to be on the front row. Logan Rumsey in the 41 from Pennsylvania. And again, the man that has had a phenomenal race so far, it is Blake Murray in the 79 car. We're coming green, Brett. We're underway. Yep. This is going to be an exciting 65-lapper at Kokomo.
Absolutely. Just a quick note, Nick Cooper being sent to the end of the line for his move in the heat race on Zach McSwain. So, hey, look, I'm going to say it was the right call. Green flag, lap number 1 is in the books. Blake Murray will lead. Logan Rumsey and Tyler Ducharme battle side by side down into turns 1 and 2 here on lap number 2. 65 laps to journey. The track right now, it's pretty tacky in some parts of it. It's pretty slick upstairs. How will the track play out? Where will the drivers go later on in the show? Let's keep an eye on Majola sitting outside of the podium. I've got to say, Logan Rumsey, he's done an absolute stellar job here in the opening 3 weeks.
Opening laps underway with Blake Murray out in front. He's the man of the 79 car on the outside lane. In the middle lane is the machine of Ducharme and Rumsey. We got a caution out here. Let's find out what happened on the replay. And this will tell the tale here, Brett Wheeler.
Yeah, I believe it'll be Mitchell Farmer, Alex Payne. A couple of drivers just getting caught up here into turn number 3 and 4. And one car upside down. I believe that is Payne. So poor old Alex Payne. Upside down in turns 3 and 4. Let's go back just a little further and see exactly what transpired. Ryan Underwood got into the back of Payne. He was sideways. Loudy got him as well. And there goes that 70 machine of Alex Payne. Although he got back on all fours here, Wesley, he's having to go to the back of the bus. So he's going to be back there in 22nd position. And this restart, although it's still very early on, I don't think lane choice is going to make too much of a difference.
That's right. So we are under the yellow flag here in the opening go of things, coming up on 60 laps remaining. This is a tight racetrack here, a tight quarter mile at the Kokomo Speedway. That's why they're running 65 laps. It should be a good feature. And again, the nightcap, Blake Murray, ready. We're looking to try to go 3 for 3, by the way, as well for the Warrior Logistics Open Pro Late Model Series. We've had 2 different winners on the series so far. Back to green and back and away, and Murray on the jump, pulling away from Ducharme. Majolis on the outside, getting around Rumsey for that spot. Here he comes. He'll carry Evan C. with him as well. Up top side out of 4, back to green.
Yeah, 3 wide down into turn number 1 and 2. Rumsey on the inside, Ducharme through the middle, and Blake Majolis now. Oh, look out. He shut the door on Ducharme down into turn number 3. Had to back out of the throttle, otherwise he would have gotten into the back of Blake Murray. Murray continues to lead C Up on the top side behind Blake Majulis. And now here comes C. 3 wide out of turn number 4 this time by. It's Ducharme in the middle. Oh, the top side is really the place to be at the moment.
Oh, yes, as we're seeing 4 wide racing again very quickly in the back. As Murray leads, there's Majulis, and there goes the battle with Ducharme and Logan Rumsey and Hagen Sorensen Hams in that battle. Hayden Cardwell, we ain't mentioned him much as well in the 0-7. He's also in that mix as they work their way to the bottom of 2 to the back, straight away to 3.
Yeah, Sorensen holding off Hayden Cardwell, one of the best, if not the best, on the service at the current time. And I got to say, here he comes, looking to the inside on Sorensen. 3 wide, Rumsey upstairs, caught into the wall. 3 wide down the back straight away. Look out, they stay. Oh, look out, Sorensen and Rumsey. Hayden Cardwell, he does the thing, and he straightens them all up, but we go yellow.
Boy, he done him a favor for sure. That could have been a caution, a big trouble stack up. And again, big attaboy props for those guys to literally give the assist, if you will, to keep those cars from all wrecking. And we'll find out what the caution is for. We want to say it's possibly on Austin Good in the 15. Let's check it out on the UDTV instant replay. And there is the contact slamming off of the 71 machine of Cabry.
Yeah, unfortunately there for Austin Good. Gets into the side of Cabry, brings on the caution. Second time in this main event tonight. And we've had, well, I think it's safe to say we've had, minimal cautions in the main events so far. And we've done a lot of laps around here. We had, 30, 40, 50, and now we go 65. So, we're talking 200 laps of main event action to have probably, I want to say about 5 or 6 yellows so far. We're still, 50 something remaining to go. That's not about effort, not about effort, considering Kokomo is a real tight little bull ring.
A very tight bull ring, and this racing has been very intense as well, as it's still a long way to go. As what a phenomenal job Blake Murray has done so far. You see the scoring pylon, scoring ticker updating, and it's back to the way it should be with Blake Murray up in front. Blake Majulis second. The Blake and Blake show. Tyler and Evan and Hagen right there behind him in the top 5. Green back in the air. We're back underway here at Kokomo. And on the bottom of the racetrack is now a run by Evan C. He'll try to make something work, but here comes the help on the outside with Murray and Majulis. The Blake boys now taking him down. 1 and 2 they go as they exit 4.
Sorensen got stuck up at the wall in turn number 3 and 4. He lost a heap of ground. And is now looking to Ducharme, looking to work on the inside. Down the bottom in 1 and 2. Now we'll do the same into 3 and 4. Ducharme keeping that 77 glued to the bottom of the racetrack. Rumsey now. He's starting to work the top side as well. 3 wide for second, third, and fourth. They spread out the single file. The top 5, as you said, Blake Murray, Blake Majulis, a couple of BMs out in front. They're certainly showing some GMs, some good manners right now.
And they'll make their way back into the corner into 1 and 2 with Murray out in front. Majulis on the outside lane. Bottom of the racetrack again. Evan C. trying to make something work on the inside. Catfishing up top shelf on the outside lane. They'll send it out of 4. Here comes the rest of the pack inside the top 10 as well with Ducharme, Cardwell, Rumsey, Cabry, Sorensen, Underwood in this big battle of the traffic off the backstretch.
Oh, it's really hitting up for the drivers to stay inside the top 10. There goes Ethan Toda, the HRE Motorsports number 23 for Newton Cattle Farms Racing. He just got a little into the wall out towards the exit of turn 4. Here comes Underwood now on the top of a 3 wide battle. Sorensen in the middle and Dustin Hall again. Ryan Underwood now will move into position number 8. Challenge on for the race lead. Majulis with a slide job. And here comes Murray back to the inside. 3-car battle for the lead, Wesley.
Looking to have to work off 4. Little bang there. Majulis, hang on. He'll keep it off the boards and they'll make their way back to the inside with Evan C down to the lead on the bottom. Coming back on the outside of the crossover is going to be the leader again, Blake Murray. Blake Majulis picking up where he left off. He goes to the bottom, drifts up to the outside. Here comes down to the inside lane for C again. That battle continues. Cardwell now making something happen on the inside of the racetrack as well. They go to the back stretch and he tags the back of Majulis. Majulis holds it together. He'll stay and go for 2 for 1 if he can. Here comes now the 35. C coming back on the bottom around to begin in the corner.
I was just going to say the top 4 was heading up. But second time tonight, Blake Murray has used his right rear quarter panel to move someone out of the way. He done it to Majulis and he done it to Hayden Cardwell in the heat race. But yellow is out for third or fourth time in this main event. We'll see if we can quickly go back and take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. I believe it's Nick Baum.
By the way, Brett, Nick Cooper outside the top 10. He's in 11th.
Wow, he's really making some headway in that number 35 machine as Nick Baum just caught on the wrong end of that one. Loudy, and I think it might have been it was one of the 70 cards, whether it was Payne, or I'm just trying to get the other driver. It might have been Alex Payne and Loudy who had the issues there, but man, we're about to come back to green. Majulis, Murray. I gotta say, there may be a little bit of payback coming for Blake Murray, because he's not only moved Blake Majulis, but he also moved Hayden Cardwell out of the way earlier on in the night as well. So, I mean, he's doing a good job to set a target on his back.
Yeah, ready to set him up for the restart here with now Blake Murray still leading. 21 in, 44 laps to go. I was just going to say that. There's still a lot of racing here left to go at Kokomo, but it's been exciting so far for the opening 21 laps.
Looks like the pace truck still got its lights on, so we'll go around just one more time. As you see, Blake Majulis there, just get up underneath the rear end there of Blake Murray, maybe just showing his displeasure about how Murray actually put the move back to Majulis. But when you got a tight track like this, Wesley, I mean, it's hard to say whether it was intentional or not.
That's right. I mean, sometimes a little rough racing is just racing on a tight confounds like this. You're going to see a little bit more banging and contact than what you would see on like a Kokomo or a Volusia as they work their way out of turn 4. Back to the line, green flag in the air, and on the jump, it's going to be Murray. But here comes Majulis back on the bottom, on the outside lane. Here comes Evan C. He'll now swing to the bottom, and here comes Majulis taking them all on out of turn 4. They're 3 wide, 4 wide almost for the lead, back to 1.
Oh, Evan C with a slider on Murray, 3 and 4 wide now. Look at the top 6 cars. Throw a blanket open the 3, nearly 4 wide into turn number 3 and 4. Blake Murray continues to lead the race. But here comes Evan C. Duchamp on the inside of Majulis. They make a little contact. Murray to the outside, switches back inside into turn number 3 and 4. Way to make it 3 for 3. He just slides up in front of Evan C. Now look at Duchamp just continuing to work the inside as here comes Majulis and Cardwell running the same line. 3-4 wide again for a moment.
And by the way, just a moment ago, they were almost 6 wide for that back of the pack there in the middle of the top 10. And here they come back up the corner. It's Murray on the top shelf now. He'll carry now with him C. C with Majulis. On the inside, left out to run is going to be also Ryan Underwood. He's in the battle now, is on the inside. Now to the outside lane. Great racing. Cardwell up there now. So is also Logan Rumsey, Cabry. All these cars up into the top 10 now, making a battle for it. And we are still close to halfway. A lot of racing left to go.
Plenty of racing. Slider for the lead by Evan C. Murray back to the inside. It's going to be Murray with a slide job on Evan C. C will crisscross out at turn number 4 at the start-finish line. That was too close to call. Boy, oh boy, I'd hate to see if a yellow comes out right now, because I would have no idea who would have the race lead. But Evan C. going to protect that line. Here comes Majulis, double one, the double, the 2 for 1 special in 3 and 4. 3 wide for the race lead, and here comes Murray. Back with a slide on Evan C. But look at Blake Majulis says, thank you very much, boys.
Well, they'll make that slip, and Majulis was ready to take it away like candy from a baby. Cardwell, what a way he come in, sliding in there out of 4. Moving into the turn, closing in on halfway. We're 4 wide, 3 wide again. Little contact again, banging off a C. C gets turned around in front of Cardwell, in front of Underwood, and they're piling in from there. They still keep it going, but the caution is already waved. Wow. Are you kidding me? Brett Wheeler, what a show they are putting on at Kokomo.
Oh.
I'm not talking about Hawaii. I'm talking about Indiana virtually, and what a race.
Man, oh man, look at the 3 wide action out of turn number 2. It was Murray. It comes down the racetrack just a little bit. No, you mean, you come off the cushion, the car just comes down the racetrack. You're 3 wide. C obviously nowhere to go into the side of Cardwell. Cardwell was thinking maybe that might have been a little bit dirty, but in the end, Cardwell gets into the back of Evan C. Underwood tries to straighten him out. Evan C. kept it going, but race control and Barney, the R-Racing flagman, they have thrown the yellow flag here in this main event. Boy, oh boy, just when it starts to heat up, you'd think that Gordon Ramsay is producing a nice chili dish right now, but no. Kokomo putting on a show.
What a race, man. Gordon Ramsay put in on an awesome show on the chopping block of clay with these virtual stars. Hell's Kitchen's come to the clay at virtual Kokomo, and we're ready to get back to it again. Just coming up on halfway in another couple of lapses. It's Blake Majulis on the green flag restart, pulling away from Cardwell. Here comes now Blake Murray battling back the pole car down to the inside. He's drifting up in front of him again out of turn 4. Halfway next time by.
3 wide again as here comes Ducharme as Cardwell puts the slider on Murray. Murray back with his own slider into turn number 3. Underwood, Logan Rumsey there as well. Cabry, Blade Cannon from the back. Evan C back there in position number 10. But look at Ducharme as we go yellow, yellow, yellow. Oh boy.
It looked like when they stacked them up back into turn 1, I thought there was going to be a mix-up there. A couple of cars crashing. We'll have to check the replay here for Ultimate Dirt and see. Watch Blake Murray, Cardwell, and it stacked them up right here. And there it is. Yep, Blake Murray, Underwood, up into the wall. My goodness. Logan Rumsey in the one car. All these drivers battling. I knew it was getting intense over there in that corner. We just, our camera missed it when we were trying to keep up the follow of the leaders.
Well, I mean, not Murray's fault, that one. Underwood just straight up gets into the back of him, and you could almost say karma has come back to bite that 79.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're going to go.
Car coming to the rear, its ugly head.
Exactly. Lights out on the pace truck. The field going to double up, and how about this front row? Blake Majulis, Hayden Cardwell. Man, this could be a battle for the ages. We're about 31 laps away from the main event for the Warrior Logistics Pro Late Models wrapping up here. Green flag off for turn number 4. It's going to be Cardwell with a slider down into 1 and 2, but he'll leave a lane on the top side for Blake Majulis. As Majulis rockets back to the number 1 spot, and Cardwell just follows in suit right now as Ducharme, Ryan Underwood, and here comes Blake Cannon as well on the inside, making it 3 wide.
Here they come again. Cannon in the 44. He's had to absolutely battle all race long to transfer in from the alphabet soup. He has now moved to 4th, and he is in a cat's whisker distance of the leaders. Majulis battles with Cardwell for the lead. Cannon battles Underwood for 3rd and 4th off 4.
Where do you look? Do you look at the battle for the race lead, or do you look at the 4-5 car battle to round out the top 5? Majulis still holds on to a slim race lead over Hayden Cardwell. Ryan Underwood from 15th up to position number 3. Blake Cannon from 22nd up to 4th. The challenge for the race lead once again is starting to heat up with Hayden Cardwell. Blake Majulis 16 to run that time by.
Coming down to the home stretch here, 15 to go next time by. Majulis on the outside lane, Cardwell on the battle, 26 to go. Coming down to the line at a 4, and we have another caution flag waving. Wow. 25 to go, and the yellow flag is out. We'll find out the replay here. See what happened. Might be Logan Rumsey in 41. He's in the pit here now, Brett Willer.
Yeah, I just can't see anything here on the screen, so we'll just have to do it manually and rewind it. As just looks like, oh, so he got into the wall.
There it is, yep.
Now, that looks like it might be his own doing it on top of a 3-wide battle. And just stuck into the fence. And something's certainly gone wrong on that number 1 machine. You can see what he was trying to do. He was trying to stay up top, stay out of everybody's way, and then just trying to come back down into pit road. And unfortunately, the yellow has been thrown. But, I mean, hats off to the young kid, because, you know, most people would have just stopped on the racetrack and, you know, caused a real big pile up. He's used his head, tried to stay in, you know, tried to stay and keep the race flowing, but unfortunately the R-Racing barn, the R-Racing flagman had other plans. 25 to go this time by. It's going to be Majulis and Cardwell. Majulis blocks that slider line down into 1 and 2, and look at them already. They go 3 and 4 wide. Cannon hold on to it. Ethan Taylor and Davin Cardwell there. Nick Cooper now made his way to position number 10.
Here they come back off the corner. I think we got trouble in the back. Trouble in the back. A couple of cars have crashed, and they're crashing again in turn number 1 and 2 as well. Holy cow, Cabry involved. Blake Cannon is involved as well in the 44. Oh, no.
Well, should be able to catch it here.
If anybody was picking the 44 of Blake Cannon, see, that's where it started right there. That's Hall, the 331 Dustin Hall. And then there's another accident right here. So we got to wonder where they threw the caution at. And then there's this calamity we saw happen right here. Will hops over the left rear. The 44 does under the left rear of Independence, Kentucky's Ethan Toder. And then they block the path with other cars getting collected. And that's why we go under yellow. Unless Blake, I'm trying to figure out here if they're not calling the caution on Blake Cannon, it might possibly be on the cars that had wrecked in 3 and 4. I'm not sure who they threw the caution on.
Well, it would have been iRacing, Barney the iRacing flagman who would have called that one. So you can see both Cannon and Hall are both out towards the back of the field. So drivers stopped and deemed in the racing deal. Pace truck just going to come back out.
Both part of the cautions, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go to the back of the bus. But we had the super late models. We had 22 cars take to the racetrack in a 50-lap main event. We had 21 cars finish on the lead lap. The driver that finished 22nd was just 2 laps down in a 50-lap race here at Kokomo. Now you think, that's not so hard to believe. This is a small racetrack, Wesley.
Yeah, it's very small. You would think you'd be picking off lap traffic immediately. Definitely a wild turn of events for that race. Was it caution field?
I think 2 cautions in that one, maybe 3.
Wow, that's really good. That just shows you the caliber of the talent of drivers that was in the Mimis Makings in Motion National Super Late Model Series battle there that you just saw earlier here on Ultimate Dirt TV before this finale for the Warrior Logistics Open Pro Late Model Series. As here we come to the green flag, ready to settle it here with Blake Majulis out in front, Cardwell second, C. Underwood Cardwell. And again, they are not related in the top 5, and the battle goes on. Devin Cardwell trying to get up to Hayden Cardwell. Well, that goes on. Here comes Majulis under attack by Cardwell and more. C in the battle as they work their off 4. Underwood closing in as well.
Oh, great racing up front. Great racing inside the top 10. Majulis still holding off a challenge here. Caution. As we go yellow. We had more cautions in this main event than what we've had over 3 main events. So now take a look here at the Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay as it is Mason Lobb in the 28 machine or on the 1 on screen here. Again, just trying to do the safe thing, just trying to stay out of the way. I believe that was Jesse Wall coming through in car number 2, and poor old Mason Lobb. Well, the rear end caught up on the catch fence. And I guess you could say the catch fence, well, Wesley, it did its job.
It did. It certainly did. Trying to do the right thing, staying out of trouble. Don't try to collect any others. And this race continues on as this is down to the final 20 laps. 21 to go, actually. Blake Majulis out in front. Hayden Cardwell, Evan C., Ryan Underwood, Devin Cardwell, top 5. Toder, Cooper, Murray, Farmer, Cabry, the top 10. And they work back, and I think the decision has now been made by the iRacing officials of the World of Thunder. Brett, we've had too many cautions doubled up. We're going to go single file now.
Yeah, single file restarts. 21 remaining here. Blake Majulis, Hayden Cardwell. Now, these are a couple of iRacing and former. These are the 2 world champions for the Super Late Model Division for the iRacing World of Outlaws. So it's nice to see, and no surprise to see these guys running 1 and 2. C holds on to 3rd. Underwood back there in 4th, Ethan Toder. And it's going to be Davin Cardwell. They race for 5th position. Down into 3 and 4 this time by Majulis. Runs a little higher into number 3 and 4. Cardwell, Hayden Cardwell to the inside, side by side. 20, make that 18 or 19 to go.
You wanted the virtual best. You've got the 2 of the best right there with Cardwell and Majulis flip-flopping, battling for 1 and 2. Evan C. closing in. An up-and-coming young star in Ryan Underwood as well, sticking his nose in the gunfight, as well as Kentucky's Toder in 23, overcoming the craziness he had earlier in the race, and now we're under 20 laps to go. He has moved into that battle of the top 5. They're back to turn 1 with Cardwell sending it on the inside in front of Majulis.
It was 17, now make it 16 to go this time. Maya to turn number 4 at the stripe. It's Blake Majulis, Hayden Cardwell, Evan C. running 1st, 2nd and 3rd. Cardwell goes to the middle of the racetrack in 1 and 2. He's not running the usual Hayden Cardwell line up on the concrete wall and having the right rear just bounce off the concrete wall lap after lap. He gets to the inside trying to keep the right side spoiler from being damaged, especially as we've got 14 to go this time by. 14.
Back across the stripe. Yes, sir. Back into the turn 1. Cardwell battling along with Majulis. Majulis will stay to the outside lane. C is there. Ryan Underwood, Ethan Toder, no change in the top 5. Gotta wonder as things are settling down, or is it only starting to brew up to get ready for a late race battle? And by the way, Brett Wheeler, they are closing in on lap traffic. We're seeing a couple of lap cars in the midst of the leaders as they work their way off turn 4.
Oh, yellow. Blake Majulis must be thanking the lucky stars on the yellow flag coming out just then, just as we were reaching lap traffic just prior to that yellow coming out as well. Cardwell tried to throw the bonsai slider in 1 and 2, but Majulis quickly disposed of that attempt. And now the question comes into mind: how many times does Hayden Cardwell get that opportunity to throw those sliders, especially in 1 and 2, but also 3 and 4, because you really can't throw them at both ends. You know, lap after lap, you're just going to give up so much time and speed.
Yeah, and it's not over yet. I mean, we've literally set ourselves up now for another crazy finish when we come back for the restart, because honestly, Blake Majulis was closing in on lap traffic back marker cars. He could have got mixed up with lap traffic. That could have been an opportunity for drivers like Cardwell or C or Underwood Toder to advantage and capitalize on that. And now he has clean air in front of him again. He's just got to hold him off for the restart. Cardwell battling on the outside. Green in the air. We're back underway inside Majulis on the restart in 1 and 2.
Oh, I think if Blake had his time over again, that restart was absolutely horrendous. The car just got tight as he jumped on the gas, and that allowed for Hayden Cardwell to get a good restart. Slider by Cardwell, 3 wide for the race lead. Davin Cardwell throwing his hat in the mix as well. It's still Majulis this time by. We are now 10 laps left to run in the main event, and it's side by side down into turn number 1 and 2. Oh boy! Oh, get the doctor out. Double slide up on Majulis, and Majulis with the double crossover down into turn number 3. And here comes right under to Nick Cooper inside the top 5.
Nick Cooper has started from the tail. He has moved up into the top 5 now. Battling. He's now the 4th. He is in the hunt. Battling in the 3 and 4. Majulis on the inside. Cardwell there. Underwood there. C there. There's Cooper, the red and white car. Thunder, 10 remaining at Kokomo. It's getting good here. Brad off 2.
3 wide again down the back straight away. C tried the movers. Now here comes a slider from Hayden Cardwell. Majulis back to the inside. The yellow is out.
They got trouble in the back.
Oh,
trouble in
boy.
3 and 4. They got stacked up big time over there. This is the race that will not end, but honestly, do we want it to? Holy cow.
So, Cannon, Toda, I think Davin Cardwell was in this one as well. They're just all, Blake Cannon just right turning.
Oh, wow. Holy smokes. Cannon turning Toder, it looked like.
Yeah, that was straight up.
Paul involved again. That was straight up turning him into the fence. Oh, my goodness.
Blake Murray got tagged
There's
as
Murray
well.
Going around. Yeah.
Wow.
I knew there was a big stack up over there.
Well,
holy smokes.
A few drivers ruining for the rest of the fans. And they're really ruining a good race up front between Majulis, Cardwell, C. Back to green this time by 7 laps remaining. And again, single file restarts. Both Cardwell, that's Hayden Cardwell, Blake Majulis from the low side. Evan C has gone back up to the top in 1 and 2. He'll now follow suit down into 3 and 4. They're 3/4 of the lap of the racetrack.
Here they come, cross the line, 6 remaining. As there is the man out in front, Hayden Cardwell, but Majulis, wow, look at that power. Look at the power Blake Majulis just had. And here comes Nick Cooper, fighting for the win. Had a penalty at the tail of the field, fighting for victory. He's now in the top 5, right there to the back straightaway as they go to 3.
Oh, Hayden Cardwell caught the opening on the back stretch down into 3. And that car was bouncing all over the place. He'll go to the bottom side into turn number 1 and 2. Slide to the middle of the racetrack. Slides up to the wall. Down the back stretch. Opening. Just misses it. Here comes C back to the inside. Now Ryan Underwood now looking to get by his teammate for position number 3. 3 to run down into 1.
The laps are winding down. Their hourglass going short. And another caution, and this prolongs it even more. Wow. Ready to go again. A shootout. Green-white checker. Overtime coming up here at Kokomo, Brett Willer. Here's the replay of what happened.
Yeah, I believe Alex Payne in the number 70 machine. Let's see what happens, whether he goes all on his own. Yes, he does. I mean, the bloke is like 10 or 15 laps down. Just put it back into the pit. You're done for, buddy.
Yeah. Tough break there for him. All right. Man, Blake Majulis. He had a good restart on Hayden Cardwell that last time around. Hayden Cardwell got the jump. But, man, when he would turn back off a 2 to the back straightaway, he sent it down the back stretch. And he had such a power momentum like a rocket out of a cannon. And literally just powered his way back to the number 1 spot. And we're ready to settle this thing here at Kokomo. Pace truck is in. Single file. That's for Blake's advantage. Majulis' advantage. Green, white, checker, Brett Willer. Here they come for the start. Green out. Majulis the whole shot on the bottom. Cardwell can't shut the door. And how about Evan C. in there again as well?
This time by for the penultimate lap here in the Warrior Logistics Pro Late Model. It's the main event. It is open setup. Blake Majulis, a slider from Cardwell into 1 and 2. Majulis back to the inside. Backstretch final time into turn number 3. Oh, Cardwell and Majulis. He will protect that bottom side, and Majulis is going to go to victory lane for the second time tonight. He will win the Warrior Logistics Pro Late Models A main. Boy, oh boy, Wesley, we finally got there in the end. And how about this show? Blake Majulis, Hayden Cardwell, Evan C. and Ryan Underwood. Those boys certainly put on one hell of a show here tonight. Let's take a look at those official results for you on your screen. Blake Majulis wins by 0.3 of a second over Hayden Cardwell. Victory Lane Racing's Evan C. and Ryan Underwood 3rd and 4th. The Swindell Speed Lab 71. Cole Cabry in 5th. Nick Cooper 6th. 7th Blake Cannon. Tyler Ducharme 8th. Hagen Sorensen 9th, and Jesse Wall round out the top 10.
And there's 11th through 22, including Dustin Hall, Austin Good, Yeager, Murray, Farmer the top 15, Toter, Cardwell, that's Devin Cardwell, Nick Baum in the top 20 along with Alex Payne and Kane Lowdy. And again, Mason Lobb and Logan Rumsey. Not a good day for Logan Rumsey in the 41. The full field rundown for round 3 of the Warrior Logistics Season 11 for the World of Thunder here at virtual Kokomo, Indiana. When it's done, from Asheville, New York for Team D1RT, Mr. Moneybags, Blake Majulis, another big victory. Brett, I'm going to let you handle post-race, my friend. I got to get to bed. I got to be up at 3:30 in the morning to head to Charlotte for TV obligations with MAV TV and Speed 51. But always fun working with you, buddy. You take care of yourself, and I'll see you again later on in the week.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, buddy. All right, there we go. Wesley Outland. As we're just going to take a quick commercial break here on Ultimate Dirt to be and come back, wait for the top 3, and we'll chat post-race interviews after this. All right, we're back here on Ultimate Dirt TV for the coverage. The Warrior Logistics Pro Late Models, of course, presented by Mimi's Makings and Motions World of Thunder Racing League. Let's go down to victory lane for the second time tonight. He gets the job done. Blake Majulis, Blake, congratulations, buddy, on this victory. Your second one tonight. You must be thrilled about how the Pro Late Models went. You finally get this 65 lap main event off your back.
Yeah, man. We almost had it closed out there. Went 3 for 3. It's just it's too bad. We had to get wrecked in the second one there, but we had good speed all night. Hayden was real good there, but definitely some stuff I could do better and setup wise for next time. So I definitely learned a lot tonight, but really good night for sure.
In a race that took a long time to get there in the end, talk about the race that yourself, Evan had, Hayden there, going 2 and 3 wide, just both, all three of you guys just throwing those sliders on each other. What's it like to race guys like that, lap after lap, knowing that you can have the confidence in not being wrecked?
Well, the confidence in not being wrecked wasn't really there because I kind of expected to be, especially seeing them sliders. I don't know. Oh my God, it was close a few times there. And then 3 and 4, he tried to get to my left rear there. So, I mean, you never know, honestly. You never know what can happen. But, it was a good race for sure. It was definitely entertaining to race it. And the restarts were definitely crazy, as they always are. You have so much to think about and where you want to go. And luckily I played the cards right tonight and finished it out.
All right, well, you get the job done here tonight in the Warrior Logistics Pro Late Models, your second main event win of the night. It seems that no matter what track Kokomo produced tonight in all 4 classes, I should say, it was fun to be a part of. And how did you think your whole night went?
Yeah, no, it was fun for sure. Like I said, it's great to come out here on Sunday. There's Steve's come a long way with these races. There's still a few people that I think, don't belong in here and wrecking people left and right and, ruins a lot of good racing. But Steve does a good job and he's getting better every single week. So I can't thank him enough for putting these shows on every Sunday. I know it takes a lot of time and effort and, I can't thank you enough as well for your time. So.
All right, buddy. Well, look, why don't you go and rattle off those sponsors on the race car as well, buddy?
I appreciate it. D1RT Racing and everybody over there, we've been having some great runs lately. Sim Seats, Matt Logan at MO Performance, can't thank him enough, actually. He helped me a lot on setup tonight. Learned a lot. Like I said, could have done a little bit better, but learned a lot. Folds Graphics, you for broadcasting, of course. Thank you for your time. My girlfriend Tia, Jordan Mitchell for spotting, and everyone that watched, I appreciate it.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Blake Majulis, your winner here tonight from Kokomo, the Warrior Logistics Pro Late Model. Second place, not here, so we'll skip second. We'll go straight down to third. And a man that really had to work for this one, he starts ninth and he comes home in third position. Evan C. Evan, congratulations on this podium. Third place here tonight. Boy, you really had to get up on the wheel and work for that one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, messed up a little bit in qualifying, but, we had a fast pace for the race there and worked our way up to the, third or second there and almost ended up earning a lid and, went back to, I think, 10th or 11th or something like that. But, like I said, we had a fast car and was able to come back up through the field in there. And I wish I would have had something at the end. I was trying to save fuel. I had like 0.2 gallons left across the line. So, but it is what it is. Like I said, had a fast car and, it's top 3 is about all you can ask for.
Was there any one particular moment in the race where, looking back on it now, you thought, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that? Was there anything like that happen, or were you sort of happy with how the 65 lap main event went?
Yeah, I was pretty good with, what I was trying to do out there to win. When you have an opening to throw a slider, you pretty much got to take it. That's the only way you can pass on this track. And, just got caught up there in that one wreck, and it's just part of it. But just gonna go for it in these races, especially at Kokomo and these other small tracks. It's any opening you can get, especially if it's for the lead, you just gotta take it.
All right, Evan. Well, congratulations on the third place here tonight at Kokomo in the Warrior Logistics Pro Late Models. Before we let you go, of course, time for you to thank people behind the scenes. Thank those sponsors on this race car. Who gets it done for you, buddy?
Just got to thank all the guys at Team Villara, FTP, TAC 3 Defense, just everybody else on the car, Kevin Dedman, Iris Flag, Captain Morgan. Just thank you for doing the broadcast, and Stephen for putting on these Pro Late models here.
All right, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Evan C. home in third place. And just to recap on the podium here, the winner tonight in the D1RT number 127 machine goes to Blake Majulis. He gets his second win of the night, and that'll wrap up the Warrior Logistics Pro Late Models here from Kokomo. Round number 3 for the Mimi's Makings in Motions World of Thunder Racing League in season number 11 is finally complete. Week number 4. Next week, again, 4 races on the program, and for the next 7 weeks, in fact, because I believe we've got a 10-week season, so 3 weeks complete, 7 down to run. And we'll be back live once again on Monday night. I believe Steve's got the Dirt Clash Super Street Series, the Kentucky Dirt Racing League as well on Tuesday night. Wednesday night I'll be back for the Apex 410 Wing Sprint Cars, followed by Thursday night the Schaefer's Oil Modified Madness Tour as well. The UMPs, the final 2 weeks of that one as well. So still plenty of action to come here on Ultimate Dirt TV to get you through the rest of the working week. We thank you so very much, race fans, for tuning in here tonight, whether it was 1, 2, or 3, or even all 4 broadcasts. We hope that you enjoyed the show. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, on behalf of Wesley Outland and myself, this is Brett Wheeler signing off, saying good night. We'll see you tomorrow.